Hi, this is your host Cheslia, and we're here in ARK Survival Evolved, and we're on the Lost Island map. And I'm going to do a walkthrough of a castle that I built in these old ruins that I found on an island. It's really cool. So without further ado, we're going to get started. This gate behind me is the only thing I really added to the walls that surrounded this back portion of the castle. So let's take a look at this from an aerial view so you can kind of see the island. So the island had two sections to it. The front section had old villages and torn down buildings. The wall was broken down somewhat. And then the back section, the wall was intact. And that's where I chose to build my castle. So let's go down and take a look. The nice thing about these castle walls is they were pretty much intact. You could go up and down into the towers. You can walk inside of them. It was pretty convenient actually, and gave me a really good starting point for this castle, so I didn't have to build my own walls. Okay, so let's take a look here. This entrance here to the castle itself, we're going to kind of go around the grounds first, and then we're going to check out the building. To my left here is my teleport area. This is teleporting from various spots on the island. I only have a couple right now. One is the beachfront where I kind of started out, and then this island here. This is the island castle, and I always start out kind of in survival mode, do all my initial building first, and then I go into creative mode, which I did here to build this building. I use the ECO's mods, a lot of those. I use Castles, Keeps, and Forts Remastered. That's where a lot of the building materials for the castle come from in the Keep format. And Structures Plus. Those are the mods that I use, and they give me a lot of the furnishings and plants and like this big dino topiary here. Um, it's kind of fun. Over this way we have this little cottage with a little sitting area inside. This is also part of one of the mod packs that I have. And then this way we go to the animal area. So this is Miss Hottie. She is a magmasaur. And the only way you can get magmasaurs is by stealing their eggs, very much like the wyvern. You steal their eggs and then you put them in the incubator and raise them up. They're very hard to raise without the incubator. Can be done, but she was huge. I didn't realize how big she actually was. So then here is actually the stables area. I built this really big area just to kind of stable all the pets so they would have their own little spot. I put little name tags up so I knew which spot they needed to go into. So we have some of the bigger dinos. We got a tech dino, thorny dragon, my tapajero, the my Argentavis, I think, is one of the best flyers that you can get on the island. This guy can carry a lot. He's an awesome fighter, and his stamina really lasts a long time. So it's one of the first tames I usually go after. This new island had this new monkey. They're pretty vicious, actually. One actually spawned inside of the castle and killed one of my little wyvern I was raising. Wasn't very happy about that. See, a raptor and a tapajero. I think the tapajeros look really cool. I don't fly with them a bunch, but I still like them. And then we have our griffin and snowy owls. We have saber-tooth and a few other pets back in there that we've collected. We just made this big area for them to have kind of more organized than just running around all over. And then the stairs go up here, and there's my wyvern. I have a lightning wyvern called Iceborne, and my fireball is my fire one. These are also raised from eggs, And I don't use the survival mode to go get the eggs. I am not into dying a lot. So I just simply fly in, get them, fly out. So using cheat mode. But I'm not a fighter. I just want the pets. That's what I do. As you can see, we do still get spawns in here. Hello. Luckily, these guys are kind of tame and they're not going to get killed. So they fly in and out. This is Joe over here. He is my poop collector and puts that into the compost bins. And then that goes back over here to the greenhouse. We've got the farmer, Mike. He puts the poop into the crops. And then we've got Maddie here is my gardener. She takes the crops and collects them for me. And then I put them in those little refrigerators. And this area over here is the final outside area. And this is just the hatchery. So we've got the incubator and the nanny there. So this is where the little ones, or as they grow into bigger ones, get hatched here. I've only done the Wolverine and the Magmasaur so far. Probably not going to do too many others. So I'm going to go back around and go to the front of the building. That's pretty much the outside of the building. The building again was done with Castles, Keeps, and Forts Remastered. So you can see I've used the keep walls. I've used the windows from the keep. Used some stairways to kind of give it some dimension. There's 4 towers with spiral staircases on each side with walkway all the way around. So let's go check it out inside. So this is the front doors. And we're going to go ahead and go in the front doors here. And we've got grand entrance here with dual stairways going up to the upstairs area. And then as you come in, you see the big 2-story open to the outside courtyard in the middle, which is really cool. That's what we're going to go look at first. This courtyard has waterfall in the middle, and then it's just kind of surrounded by plants and little sitting areas all the way around. And it does go all the way up, open to the top floor, to the ceiling, through the ceiling. So just a nice big open courtyard in the middle of the building. Building surrounds that. So here on this floor, this is the workroom. It's the only room that's kind of closed off. It has all my storage and all of my workbenches in here, refrigerators, stuff like that. These are the ECO mods. These tables and such that are provided give you food and all kinds of cool decorative things. And then the general ones that come from the game itself, the smithy, fabricator, etc. are here. These 2 are also part of the ECO mods. They're the garden decor and the, I think this one is, this is a landscape and trees and landscape here. So this is, I use a lot of ECO's mods. So this room is kind of just the crafting and storage room. And then we'll go out here and you can see I've used a lot of the terrariums to take up some of the space. There was so much space here on the main floor. So I put terrariums in place. This is the Monkey Temple one. And put some seating around it, some plants and some seating around it. This is the Wolverine habitat. So it kind of took up some space but added a lot of texture and dynamic to the area. This is the kitchen area. We've got donuts on the menu here. Got some donuts, bread, sushi. We got our sinks. These are the functional sinks. They're you can actually make food and craft items in these sinks. And this is a grill / forge here. This is also from Castle Keeps and Forts Remastered. So you have the ability to do those through here. And then the dining room table set for dinner. And this is one of the snow habitat terrariums. It has a wyvern in there, which I think is really kind of cool. It's got the mammoth and some other little creatures down there. It's kind of a nice terrarium. And then you have, this is the regular monkey terrarium. And then this is the panda terrarium. I think these are so pretty. I like the terrarium, the echo terrariums. And then back over here we have office space and library. And I know I planted plants in the floor, but I think it added a lot of character. And this is the living room area. Nice fireplace, which you can, I don't have any wood in it. Cooked all that meat up, forgot to take it out. And then another terrarium. This is a Quetzal over here. So lots of terrariums. I used to take up a lot of space. This thing turned out bigger than I thought it was going to be. I wanted a huge courtyard in the middle, which I got, but I got a lot of extra room. And the furniture seems so small in it, actually. So that is the main floor. The only thing that we didn't see is the actual towers on the corners. So we're going to go take a look at those. They just have spiral staircases in them, and they just go all the way up the spiral staircase to the top. And this is just a walkway around the top of the building, going to the other corner with another spiral staircase going down. And I could put something up here. I could put seating or anything like that up here, kind of decorative. I just didn't do it at this point. I'm not using these a lot, but I think this turned out really cool. So let's go check out the upstairs. I wanted the big grand entry when you walked in the door to see the courtyard and see these stairs going up. So we're going to go ahead and take one of the stairs up and check this out. Obviously the center is open to the courtyard below and open to the ceiling above. And this area is pretty much open. I have 4 suites on this floor. So, but you can see here by the stairs we have more terrariums, kind of giving it kind of a nice little area. The little beaver or otter habitat here. And stairs going down on the other side. And then they have the, I put kind of bamboo and seating area all along here, although this is kind of a balcony. You can kind of see over it down to the downstairs front door. So we'll go ahead and go through these suites up here. This is the first suite, and I kind of did this one first. This is kind of was my master. So I've got some seating here, wardrobe, bed, and fireplace here in this first bedroom. And then the bathroom. Again, a lot of the furnishings come from the mods. And it's got stained glass around the shower. That's it for this suite. And walk right into the next suite. This walks into the bathroom here. The master was the only one I did with the stained glass around the shower. The other ones just have this other glass wall, which I turned opaque and took out some of the bars in the middle. That's part of Structures Plus, I believe, the S Plus glass walls. And then this bedroom here has the sitting area over here with the beds and a fireplace as well in this room. And none of the bedrooms or the room downstairs where I put up the walls, I didn't take them all the way to the ceiling. I left them out and open. I just didn't feel the need to close them in. So, and then in between these two suites, we have another great little sitting area with some terrariums. There is a fertile biome on this side, kind of a cool terrarium. Got lots of little creatures in it, running all over. And then we have the monkey habitat over here. So let's go ahead and check out the last two suites. So this one actually has two single beds in it, and the fireplace again. They do light, which is kind of cool. And you can cook in them too. And then this has a seating area with kind of more of a library feel. And then of course the bathroom for this suite. And into the final suite, we walk into the bathroom first. We've got kind of a corner shower. I was going to put it in the center, but it kind of, that window was kind of in the way, so it ended up in the corner. And then the tub and toilet on this side. And then the final bedroom here with the fireplace and the bed and sitting down here. I think this is one of the bigger bedrooms. It has a lot of square footage. So that is it for that. So this is the walkthrough of this island castle. And if you are interested in the island and you're looking to build something cool on this particular location, on the map, let's bring up the GPS so you can see. So the location for this is at 45.2 and 54.3. That's where the location is for this particular island on this map. And I appreciate very much you taking the time to join me on this tour. And I hope you check out some of my other videos for some of my other games. And I'll catch you on the flip side.